So I thought to make a playlist with building ideas from the past, from the start. But this place here, it used to be a chicken coop. That's what they told me. The roof was falling apart. Concrete, but falling apart. And when I looked inside, in the end, it was like 60 centimeters high. So the first thing I did, I started to excavate by hand to see how far I could get, basically until you reach a rock. When I excavated, I found out that the walls were pretty good intact. And finally, when I hit rock, I had a height of about 1.75 meters. So for a while I let it be, and I was walking around it and thinking about what can I do with this place, because on top I thought from the start that could be a great terrace, like my panorama terrace. But the width, it's only 160, 170 maybe. So there are some rules and also some things that we use, words we use in Italian. Now one of the rules is that if something is broken, part of a house, you can rebuild it, as long as you leave the original structure intact. And there is an Italian word that means something like crafty or cunning. It's called furbo, because I thought inside I need at least 2 meters. So then I started to basically tear down the ceiling, and I thought, okay, so if I want to reach that height, I have to make it a little bit higher, and the beams that I put inside, these ones, they are like 20 centimeters. Well, that's already 20, but still you need to be below those, so 2 meters to 20, and basically we added maybe 30 centimeters of stones when we started to rebuild the place. And then I had a couple of discussions with my architect, because first I thought to make some pillars, but then I couldn't, and we ended up with this solution. So it's about 140 overhanging, and that means that the total area on top of the terrace, it's now close to 18 square meters. So we have 3.5 almost by 6. Basically, after the beams, you have to put the perline, they call it. It's the wood. That is my ceiling, and on top we put cement, lightweight cement. I remember that day because we did that in 2, and I think, no, I'm quite sure that we had 125 bags of cement all day with the mixer, all day with the mixer. And finally, when everything was ready to decide about floor, the tiles, and inside I just put some cement, because it really doesn't matter that much. The 2 openings, I will use the old windows from the place where I'm staying. The door, I have to think about it, but I still have an old door somewhere. And then somebody else came up with the idea. I thought about a nursery, And somebody else told me, oh, why don't you make a bar? I said, okay, that's not a bad idea. So you can basically walk down there, will be the pool, and here you have a bar. Something like a hospitality bar, you know, you take what you want and you have to write down what you took. Well, ultimately, I also wanted something on top of it, like a structure and pergola, something, maybe grow some nice plants. And I ended up with an iron structure, and I think it looks really nice, the end result. And so from there, basically what was once a chicken coop, I made a beautiful panorama terrace, and down here I have my hammock. You can maybe put another one, but it's also a great sitting area. It's nice and quiet. You look over the garden. Now there is a terrace garden even, so I think ultimately the result is really spectacular. It's not finished yet. I have to wait for those windows. Probably September, October I can finish this place. But all in all, it's a very nice addition.